Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, iShowSpeed, three of the biggest names in streaming, now at the center of a shocking humiliation ritual orchestrated live on camera. Tonight on What's the Word, we break down the leaked chat replays, expose exactly what went down, and ask, did these creators cross a line for clout? Let's get into it. Imagine sitting alone at midnight watching your favorite streamers humiliate themselves in real time because thousands of fans paid to see it. That's exactly what happened last week when Kai Cenat invited Aiden Ross and iShowSpeed to join him for a challenge stream. According to leaked chat replays, the chat wasn't just watching, they were calling the shots, pushing each man to do the most embarrassing dares they could think of. Tonight, we'll show you the exact moments in the chat log and the fallout afterwards. This is Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and Speed's humiliation ritual exposed.
Why would you do that?
What?
Kai Cenat, 21, is the head of Alpha Gaming and known for outrageous challenges that rack up millions of views. Aiden Ross, 23, built his reputation on reaction content and IRL streaming, often collaborating with high-profile names. And iShowSpeed, just 18, already infamous for his over-the-top reactions and boundary-pushing antics. Each brings a massive following. Kai averages 50,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch, Aiden pulls in 30,000, and Speed peaks at 70,000. So when these three giants share one stream, you know the viewership will skyrocket. But what viewers didn't expect was that this wouldn't just be a 24-hour gaming marathon or a 24-hour fan game speed run. It was billed as a ultimate dare night, except the dares weren't set by the hosts, they were set by the chat. At exactly 10:05 p.m. EST on May 28th, 2025, Kai Cenat went live on Twitch with Aiden Ross and iShowSpeed. In the first 5 minutes, the chat exploded, spamming slime, diaper, face paint. Within 10 minutes, they had placed 15,000 channel points and $10,000 in donations to determine the first dare. Each streamer had to apply clown makeup blindfolded.
Just give me my money!
The leaked chat replay. Let's look at the actual chat log, time-stamped by an anonymous mod who leaked it to us. Notice how quickly it turns toxic. At 10:15:02 p.m., viewer 123. Slime Kai now, no excuses. At 10:15:07 p.m., viewer 456. Aiden's just a clown tonight, LMAO, make him eat dog food. At 10:14 p.m., Speedfan 69. $500 if Speed does the diaper challenge on stream. At 10:20 p.m., Trollmaster. Let's get them to fight. Type fight if you want to see it. At 10:27 p.m., Rampage. Slut dress for Aiden, no pants, underwear only. At 10:30 p.m., chat, fight, 15,000 plus votes. At 10:33 p.m., Kai mod, yo chat, roll voting for next dare, choose Slime Kai or Aiden dress. That last line is crucial. Note how a single mod coordinates multiple vote wheels, each costing thousands of channel points or dollars. The viewers weren't just passive, they were buying power to decide exactly how far these men would be pushed. Humiliating dares execution. Each streamer performing humiliating dares, intercut with chat spam overlays. 10:20 p.m. Clown makeup debacle. Kai applied multicolor face paint, eyes shut, ended up with a neon green nose, bright pink cheeks, and purple lips that smeared into his hair. Aiden tried to lip sync Girls' Generation but kept laughing. Chat spammed ROTFL, cringe. Speed downed the pickled protein gut punch, immediately spit it out, but had to keep swallowing as chat cheered. Keep going. Prove you're a real streamer. 10:45 p.m. Dog food and diapers. Aiden, forced to eat canned dog food, chicken flavor. The gagging was audible even through the mic. Chat reacted with, ew, pet food tantrum. Speed, strapped into an adult diaper on camera, forced to crawl and bark like a dog while Kai tickled him mercilessly. 3. 11:15 p.m. Forced confrontation. Kai and Aiden vs. Speed. Chat donations triggered a versus timer. In a tiny ring set up in Kai's living room, they shoved boxes at each other for a boxing showdown. No headgear, no rules. Several knockdowns and scraped knuckles later, both men were bleeding from light cuts. Chat spammed more blood, fight to death, sell out. Notice how quickly the camera pans to reaction, zooming in on Speed's eyes watering, on Aiden gagging, while the chat graphically encourages more extreme dares. The line between entertainment and mistreatment blurred in under an hour. So why did 60,000 people stay glued to that nightmare feed? The psychology is simple. Schadenfreude and mob mentality. Schadenfreude. Seeing a big-name streamer shoved into a diaper or forced to eat dog food releases dopamine for viewers. They relish the power over someone they idolize. Mob mentality. When thousands of donations pour in, each vote wheel feels like a collective mission. No single viewer wants to be canceled for suggesting something too mean, so they hide in the group vote. Escalation. As the dares grew more extreme, fewer people raised objections, especially when objectors risked getting targeted themselves in the chat. In other words, chat wasn't just spectators, they were active participants in a real-time humiliation ritual, and money was the microphone. Twitch's rules on harassment and hateful conduct are clear. You cannot coerce or encourage self-harm or extreme humiliation. Yet no moderators intervened when chat openly urged kill the boxers, force them to lick the ground. Many clips were flagged for violence, but Twitch did not suspend the stream until after the boxing showdown, citing ambiguous policy enforcement. Twitch response issued a generic statement. We're investigating potential violations of our terms of service. No immediate bans on Kai, Aiden, or Speed. Suspended the channel for 24 hours, but only after multiple news outlets picked up the controversy. Aiden Ross took to Twitter the next day, tweeting, "I regret letting the chat talk me into stuff I knew was embarrassing. I want to do better." Speed posted an Instagram video admitting it was a mistake and promising safer, more positive streams. Kai released a 1-minute facecam apology. "Yo, I see now how some dares went too far. I was just trying to entertain, but I got caught up in the chat's hype. My bad to my homies and my fans. No real consequences, no long-term ban, no public censure beyond the 24-hour suspension." Some fans argue these guys signed up. Streamers do outrageous stuff for views. Clips quickly went viral on TikTok, racking up 5 million plays in 24 hours. Others say they crossed a line, no consent when dares become dangerous. Many top Twitch streamers, like Ludwig and XQC, publicly criticized the event, citing concerns over streamer well-being. In early June 2025, Twitch announced it will temporarily limit channel point betting for high-stakes dares after humiliation ritual backlash. Here's where we stand. The humiliation ritual exposed a toxic underbelly of fan culture where viewers treat influencers like puppets. Consent versus coercion. Yes, Kai, Aiden, and Speed agreed to the format, but when chat controls every action and money determines each dare, can you call it true consent? Platform responsibility. Twitch enabled the vote wheels and didn't step in until the damage was done. That raises serious questions about whether any platform should allow viewers to purchase someone's public shame. Mental health impact. Aiden's subsequent anxiety-stricken streams and Speed's apology video hint at deeper fallout. Public ridicule on this scale can have long-term psychological effects, and no one's talking about counseling or support. Precedent for others. If this goes unpunished, we'll see more creators chasing virality by dangling limbs over the abyss, pushing limits until someone pays. So what's the word? Humiliation ritual might be the next big viral event, but once the dust settles, we have to ask, at what cost does entertainment come? If Twitch, streamers, and chat keep enabling this behavior, the next challenge could be even more dangerous. If you believe platforms should be held accountable for video game style mobbing, drop a comment below. And if you think streamers need to set firmer boundaries with their chat, let us know too. We want to hear your take. Like this video if you want a safer streaming space, subscribe for more deep dives, and ring that bell so you never miss an expose. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at What's the Word Show. I'll see you next time when we separate the truth from the hype.